and De Hoop on the near side.
So there we go. As Jim's just said, London Rowing Club B on the Berkshire station on the left-hand side of your screen, and De Hoop from the Netherlands on the right-hand side of your picture. And look at these crowds, Jim. I'm loving this for a Thursday.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, the sun's brought everyone out, haven't they? The last couple of days has been a bit grey, but everyone's coming to watch today. It's fantastic. And all the way down that 2,000 plus mile, 2,112 metres, of course, there's people coming to watch.
London B, who will hit the end of the island, and there's a real distinct point where the island runs out and you'll start to see those popples on the water.
Yeah, this is the tricky bit, because it's not just wind, it's also as the current comes down, I should explain, the river is flowing from right to left of that shot, and that comes around the island. It can be really challenging for the coxes.
Yeah, a really tricky job. It is one of the most difficult, despite it being straight, one of the most difficult courses to steer or cox in the world. De Hoop, I was about to say, you know, difficult for the international challengers coming over, but what I will say is tons of Henley experience in this De Hoop crew. They reached the latter stages of the Thames Challenge Cup, the final back in 2023. They've got a few athletes back on board again here, and Julia Groenveld in the coxswain seat. She's been to Henley Royal Regatta before, so we'll have tweaked all of those bits of info that you need to get that crew off the end of the island.
Yeah, really important to remember they are last year's losing finalists, and this event over the last, well, probably 8 years has been dominated by Thames Rowing Club, but they ran them close last year.
Well, they've got pretty similar colours to Thames Rowing Club, haven't they? That red, black and white. So maybe that's the secret to doing well in the Thames Cup.
And it's probably why London Rowing Club don't like them, because there's a local rivalry between London and Thames. So anyway, we've got London here on the left, and they've done it the hard way. So this crew had to get to the qualifiers, so they had to come in on Friday along with 470 other crews to try and get those last 133 places. And they were successful, and they also had a great day yesterday against City of Cambridge. They beat them by 4.5 lengths in quite a quick time for the day.
Yeah, brilliant for London's B crew to get through a round of this very competitive event, as you've already kind of listed, Jim. It's not just even competing here at the regatta, it's getting to the regatta that is one of the more difficult parts. So London have nailed qualifying, they nailed their first round, and now they've come up against what I think is probably one of the strongest sort of favourites in the competition here in this Thames Challenge Cup.
Yeah, there's the Thames A crew loitering as well, but yes, I totally agree about this crew there. I was watching their race against, I think it was Nonsuch yesterday, which they won one of the quickest times of the day. And
De Hoop are a huge club over in the Netherlands. They're the oldest boat club in the Netherlands, talking of old clubs. They've got over 1,000 members, which I think is humongous for a rowing club.
It's huge.
Massive. So yeah, they sort of formed and amalgamated through many different clubs in the Netherlands through time, and that's created this outfit from De Hoop. And this crew produced a blisteringly quick time already this season that was somewhere, I think, in the 5:30s, if I remember from my commentary notes from yesterday. So I know that they can go very, very quickly. Great rhythm being set there by Peter Dicken in the stroke seat, the 28-year-old, backed up by Wessel Hesselink in the 7 seat. And given the blustery conditions, and if you've been joining us on the feed all day, you know, we've been talking with various commentators about all the challenges that poses to blade work, to the drive, to the catch and so on. You wouldn't be able to tell, looking at this Dutch crew, that any of that was a problem.
Gus just caught that, as you said that, wasn't it just? But leading up to that, there's just this long, powerful stroke, they're 34, 35 strokes a minute, and you can just see the composure of that crew. And it is tricky. They've skimmed past the 3/4 mile signals, so they're well through halfway now. It's hard, if you're just looking at the television, you can maybe just see that the water's really bobbly. It's challenging conditions today, but they're making it look quite easy. And in the background, you can see the really rough waters coming their way. In about 10 strokes time, they'll hit that. But I guess we talk about 3 things that make a boat go quickly, isn't it? Have that long stroke, second thing, powerful stroke. They also have a rhythm, and they've got this lovely, chunky, strong rhythm, which against the slightly bobbly water and the cross headwinds serving them really well.
Jim, you called that to perfection, because it was about 10 strokes, and now look at that blade work and how it's changed when they've hit that rougher patch of water.
And that's the skill. If you can manage these conditions, see them coming, the cox calls it, and then change how you cope with it.
So we have spent a bit of time talking about De Hoop, but let's have a quick look at the London B crew, who are over on that Berkshire station, and I suspect a lot of these spectators on the bank will be sort of former members, current members of London Rowing Club. They're always out here in force at Henley Royal, Jim.
Well, they've had two big areas of sport. When they go past Remnant Club, probably 2/3 of the way down the course, and now as they come past the enclosures, they'll have many supporters here trying to give them some support as they finish this race off. And they've done very well too. We shouldn't forget them. Kind of, there's some real tenacity in this crew, I think, to try and keep up with this very, very good competition they have today.
And London as a club, and again, if you're a London supporter and you've been listening to our coverage through the week here, and we're on day 3, I've been praising London all week because I think they've had a real resurgence, especially in the club men's events. They had a really strong Y-fold crew that won last year, and it's been amazing to see the development of this crew into this year as well.
Yeah, you're right about the whole club. You know, Thames Rowing Club aren't having it their own way anymore. Kind of that Putney Embankment's resurgent.
And yeah, great. It's been a great response, you know, to that win in the Y-folds. London have springboarded to qualify 2 crews in this Thames Challenge Cup event. They've also got club crews in the other events, in the Brit, in the Y-fold, so on and so forth. So yeah, a really strong contingent from London. So we must say, despite it looks like them not being able to overhaul De Hoop, great for Daphne Agropoulos, Jed Campbell-Williams, Wilfred Barrow, Harry Dorrance-King, Alex Woodhouse, Ollie Stanhope in the 4 seat, Maxwell Bradbury in the 3 seat, Matthew Hudson and Tom Stantz, who make up this this London Rowing Club B crew.
Look at this De Hoop crew, how that boat is just cutting through the slightly bobbly water. That's just beautiful to watch.
Stunning. You can see there, yeah, the cut through the water. And I was going to say their body angles, they get right round the pin. You know, you can almost, it's like peeling like a banana, isn't it, that impacker? They sort of all swing out round their pins and round their riggers to get the longest stroke possible.
And it's beautifully synchronised. It's very rare you see a whole crew being able to do that in unison.
So I think very strong contenders indeed here. This Dutch boat De Hoop from Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and looking to continue on their legacy is the oldest boat club in the Netherlands into becoming Henley winners as they tick off yet another day here. And I think we'll see them featuring this weekend in this event.